Hi guys, this is Roxanne Lessa, the Art Quilters Coach, and just making a short video today to welcome you into the Facebook online design class. And I want to share with you some of the things that are going to be on your supply list. So let me get my list here so I don't forget anything. The first thing you're going to want to do once we choose your photograph, we're going to print it out. This is an example of one that I'm using right now. Print it out 8.5 by 11 in color, and you can put it in a page protector because we're going to be using it a lot. Okay, we're going to be referring to it throughout the class. So you definitely want to have that. You're going to want to have your basic quilting supplies like pins, fabric scissors. I do recommend little sharp scissors like this that you can cut into make little tiny curves with. I also recommend a small rotary cutter and a regular size rotary cutter. You might be using them both. Obviously you're going to need a cutting mat. What else? To make your pattern, it's useful to have two-sided Scotch tape, because we'll be printing out your pattern after we enlarge it, and we're going to need to tape together the sections of your pattern. And it's nice to do that with double-sided tape so we don't have any regular tape getting in our way. You are going to need also like a little mechanical pencil like that. You're going to need a fat Sharpie and a skinny Sharpie. What else? This is very useful for marking. It's a Bowen marking pencil. It's also a mechanical pencil, and you can buy the little white inserts. You can see just the tip of that right there, little white inserts for that. And that's very useful for marking on fabric, especially on medium to dark values. When we mark on light fabrics, I just use a regular mechanical pencil and just use a very fine light line. What else? You're going to need freezer paper. Good old-fashioned freezer paper from the grocery store. You're going to need another marking tool, which I like very much. It goes by two names. One of the names is called Sorel, and I like to buy it on a roll like this in the white color. And it has a chalky side and a paper side, and we put the chalky side down to make our marks, and it doesn't leave any residue on your fabric, which is great. You can also get it from mistyfuse.com, and it goes by the name of Transdoodle. I would also order it in white. I think you can order it in sheets like this or on the roll. While you're there, you might want to pick up some Mistyfuse. And I order the white Mistyfuse. You can see how light it is. And you can order it in yards. Because I use it a lot, I order it on a big roll like this. But that's not necessary for you guys yet. Just order it by the yard. A couple yards is plenty. Because we're going to be doing a lot of fusing, we're going to need Teflon sheets like this. Very useful. You can get the small size like this, or you can also order it. This is a slightly different kind, but you can order it in a roll to cover your ironing board. So, and if you don't want to invest in that, you can also use good old-fashioned parchment paper. That works pretty well too. That will protect your iron and protect your ironing board, and the fusible fabric will just peel right off of it. It's handy to have like a couple of big Ziploc bags to put your fused leftover scraps in for use for further projects. Oh, also very helpful if you have a window to trace things. Sometimes we need to see through dark fabrics or something to make a mark on your fabric, and it's nice to have a sunny window. You can tape your project up there and then go through that, or you can use a light box. Hang on a second, let me grab mine. I have one of these flat daylight light boxes that you just plug in. It's got a plug, and you just turn it on, and it's real nice, portable. You can take it to class with you, what have you. So it's great to have a light box. If you don't have one, the window will work. So in a pinch, you can always use that. And I want to encourage you to post often on the group, the private group page for this class. Post your questions, post your works in progress. I like to see frequently how you're doing, and ask the other members of the group because they've been through this process before. So if you don't get an answer from me right away, chances are you'll get an answer from them. But I'm always looking on that page too. On your supply list, you can download that. There is also a painting supply list, which you can find some of the paints that we are going to be using. If you already have fabric paints, great. There are sources to order these things. If you don't have them, I can order them online. And yeah, I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. But if I do, you can always ask a question if I didn't answer any of your questions here today. But in the meantime, I look forward to our first class. And speaking of our first class, you want to gather together some of your photos that you have always wanted to make into an art quilt. Could be a landscape, could be a flower, it could be a building, it could be a seascape, it could be anything that you are excited about and have always wanted to make into an art quilt. You're not sure how to do it, don't worry about that yet. And bring 2 or 3 candidates to the first class, and then we'll discuss them together and decide which ones would be the best to try out for a first project. So that's it for now, and I'll see you in the first class.